Good Wednesday, everyone. Welcome to GardenStateWeather.com and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, providing superior forecasting for the northern mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. And, we're scrambling here. It's the first day of winter at 5:44 this morning when the solstice occurred. And we're halfway now till summer of next year. We've got a couple of days left to get in and get out and get our things done for the holidays, both Christmas and Hanukkah. They're going to be impeded a little bit by a couple of disturbances and frontal boundaries moving through the region over the next 48 hours. But it does look like Christmas Eve proper and Christmas Day and Hanukkah Day will be dry around the region. We've got all your weather details coming up next in the video forecast discussion for Wednesday, the 21st of December, the first day of winter 2016. Partly cloudy to clear skies around the region this morning. There's a little bit of mid-level and high-level clouds across New York, portions of northern New Jersey, and portions of the coastal areas of New Jersey or inland away from the coast this morning. And that's because we have a disturbance here which is exiting southern New England and a little bit of moisture lift in the atmosphere. But there is no precipitation that's falling from this in our forecast area. These are false echoes here on Doppler radar this morning. And as we can see, we are pretty much high and dry, and that's exactly the way we're going to be with this west to northwest flow across the region with variable conditions during today. Will become mostly sunny again, and then clouds increase rapidly as this next weather maker approaches our region for tonight and tomorrow morning. Well, it's about some 10 degrees warmer this morning than it was yesterday morning at this time. We've got temperatures now running in the teens across interior New Jersey to the low and mid-20s just about everywhere else. It's close to 30 in the city around JFK. And it's warming up just around 27 here in Newark at the airport here this morning. Dew points are dry, and as we can see on the satellite imagery, the scattering of mid to high level clouds across the forecast region. And the winds are all turning around, and now they're becoming more southwesterly. And this is a good sign. This is also going to warm us up quite considerably from the last couple of days' chill. And we should get into the 40s in parts of the area for today. The lower Hudson Valley getting into around 40 there during this afternoon before the next weather front and disturbance move into our region overnight into tomorrow morning. We have no watches, warnings, or advisories anywhere in the forecast region. That's good. And on the aviational deck for today, VFR conditions increasing serious throughout today and tonight, about 15,000 to 20,000. Light and variable winds this morning becoming west-northwest 5 to 10 and then becoming light and variable again during tonight. Thursday through Sunday, mainly MVFR possible in any showers. On Saturday, otherwise VFR northwest winds could gust to around 30 knots with the passage of a cold front Thursday afternoon and evening. Right now outside of Newark, we are at 27, which is a lot warmer than it was yesterday morning and over the last 48 hours as well. Dew point 18, humidity 68%. Here we go. The wind is out of the southwest at 7. A few clouds over the region with overcast conditions this morning on the ceilometer. Broken to scattered clouds across the area during this afternoon and evening with VFR conditions in place. Philadelphia's at 28, dew point 19, humidity 69%. The wind is southwest at 8. Again, generally scattered to overcast conditions, broken ceilings, and then becoming overcast later this afternoon and evening, but still VFR conditions in place for today. We'll do your 7-day temperature forecast and get into the forecast model charts for this afternoon. Temperatures warming up into the upper 30s across the interiors here of north of 80 and the Poconos and out in southeastern New York's Hudson Valley region. Low to mid-40s just about everywhere else, and that's good because we need the warmth to get out there and get things done for the holidays here. On Thursday, temperatures again generally running in the low to the mid-40s across the region, upper 40s to lower 50s the further south and coastal areas you go. Friday, a front comes through, obviously, so temperature is still in the low to the mid-40s, which is still a couple of degrees above normal for this time of the year. We should be around upper 30s to around 40 now. Saturday, we find temperatures again on Christmas Eve day into the 40s across the region, around 50 at the coast and to the south. Sunday, we find temperatures again. Sunday, Christmas and Hanukkah, generally dry. Temperatures in the upper low and mid-40s over the interior, mid and upper 40s to around 50 coast and south across the forecast region with no travel problems those days. Monday, we return to temperatures again in the low to the mid-40s, mid and upper 40s to around or over 50 the further south you go from Trenton south. And finally, on Tuesday, we return into the mid-40s to lower 50s across the region. Start out with the 4-kilometer NAM model as we head in through the day, increasing clouds later this afternoon and evening. Now, by tomorrow morning, we're basically looking at Basically looking at a warm front developing across the region, especially right over to just to the north of us. There could be a little bit of light snow at the onset after midnight tonight or early tomorrow morning, not accumulating on the ground, but you'll see some white flakes here if you live north of 84 and along and north of 80 here in the Poconos. This would be after midnight into the early morning hours. And then, of course, there's the cold front. This disturbance moves into southern New England. Drags the cold front through the region. Could still find a little bit of spotty light snow, shower activity early tomorrow morning, making roads a little bit slick here across the Poconos and into northwestern New Jersey, especially north of 84 here into the Hudson River Valley area. Portions of interior Connecticut could see a little bit of light snow, very light. We're not looking at accumulating snow here. There could be just some rain showers around just everywhere else south of that region, scattered about through tomorrow morning, until this feature then moves off the coast, and then we get into a clearing pattern temporarily on Friday into early Friday evening. And then the next weather system coming in for Friday night and early Saturday morning. We'll get into that in just a moment. Clouds will be on the increase once again during the day on Friday. As we head into overnight Friday night and early Saturday morning, light rain, showers, and even a little bit of wintry precipitation could get in here again as this storm system heads into the Great Lakes and drags a warm front and then a cold front through the region during the day on Saturday, and the cold front will move off the coast on Saturday night. Now, Saturday morning on Christmas Eve day, we'll find some little bit of rain showers, a little bit of light rain here, half of an inch, quarter of an inch at most, but there still could be some pockets of some icing or some ice pellets here across the interior portions, the hillier spots, but not really accumulating. Everything should be going over to rain as we head into the morning hours just after dawn, and then that feature in front moves off the coast, and then dry conditions coming up for the rest of the holiday weekend. Saturday afternoon dries out, and we get into high pressure building in over the region for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day and Hanukkah as high pressure builds across the forecast region with dry conditions, no travel problems during that time frame. And then the next system approaches Monday afternoon and Monday evening. Clouds increase, a few rain showers associated with this disturbance, and drags the cold front through during Monday night and Tuesday morning. Off that goes. More high pressure builds in for the middle part of the week, and then of course as we head into later next week, we find another system here moving towards the Great Lakes, dragging a warm front, then a cold front through the region with more shower activity across the region, mostly in the form of liquid. It will be relatively mild or warm, so we're not looking at any major snowstorms still at this point, but then we get much colder as we head into Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, and eventually into January 1st with a cold air mass in place. Look at these thicknesses at 510 here. Lake effect guns going on across the Lakes Erie and Lakes Ontario. The colder air is coming in, but still no connection for snowstorms here at this time. So tomorrow we'll get in a little bit further into the stratosphere and the long-term implications going forward here as we head into January of 2017. Until then, please enjoy the weather and be safe out there. For everything live, it's GardenStateWeather.com, GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. You have a great Wednesday. We'll see you bright and early on Thursday morning.